back again like we never left. Episode 23 of the RNS podcast. If you know, you know. Really nothing special podcast. We are really nobody special. Mel, what's going on today?
Man, feeling good, feeling great. And big shout out to my bro DJ. Wish you was here, fam.
Yeah, so DJ's at the beach. Shout out Big Bro. Have a good time, man.
Shout out to Big Homie.
Rick, how you feeling?
Well, now that I got this icy hat on my knees, a whole lot better. Got that Michael Jordan right here. 2-3. Let's make it happen, baby.
There you go. Feeling like Shaq right now with the icy hot.
Yeah, baby.
Might need some Gold Bond too.
How you feeling, Aaron?
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm good. Just like Rick said, Jordan episode, so we got to ball out.
Hell yeah.
All right,
I'm with it.
All right, so bunch in store. Mainly NBA playoffs right now. So before we get into all that, we got a hell yeah, hell nah, top 5 to top it off like we always do. But before we get any further, Rick has the black fact today. So Rick, hit us with the black fact.
So the black fact today, I don't know if you guys recall a couple weeks ago, it might have been last episode, but when we were talking about the Tulsa, Oklahoma bombing, we were saying that there's been other bombings that have happened in Black communities in the history of America, and we just don't know about it. I'm laughing because it's crazy to me. Fast forward to Sunday, I see this documentary. It's called 40 Years a Prisoner. If you have a chance, look it up. But it's about the 1985. I'm gonna say it one more time. The 1985, 35 years ago, bombing that took place in Philadelphia on the organization called MOVE. MOVE was a hippie Black militant group that was founded in Philadelphia. There was a lot of tensions between them. I don't necessarily agree with everything that MOVE did. However, in 1985, in the house that they occupied, the Philly Police Department, dropped a bomb on their house. I'm gonna repeat that. In 1985, the Police Department of Philadelphia dropped a bomb from helicopter on this house, killing 11 people, which was 5 children, and burning down 61 homes in a mostly Black neighborhood. And to make matters worse, after the bombing occurred, they looked into finding these other families new homes. They built new homes, which they then had to exit because there was a fault found in the building where they were susceptible to carbon monoxide poisoning. I think the MOVE organization was given $1.5 million. And the other victims, the surrounding victims that had nothing to do with MOVE, were given $12.3 million altogether. In 1985, this took place. I'm 30, so that puts that into perspective.
I was born in 87, so yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're hearing this and you're wondering why Rick keeps on repeating 1985, is because that's recent. Like that's not long ago. Like that is crazy.
Never heard of this, bro. Like I've never heard this.
Oh, I did a while back, and it's still frustrating because I think it's maybe only one survivor, maybe. And he's traumatized from it. Like he talks about how he dealt with the PTSD every day of dealing with that situation.
It was one child survivor, and he died in 2014. There was only one child that survived that bombing.
And he always kept saying he was constantly under scrutiny by the government and by the police because they thought he was going to do another movement like his parents, but no. But when you said the 12 million, that's 12 million split between how many families? So that pool gets real small real fast. It wasn't 12 million each, 12 million together.
And this was 61 homes burnt down. So incinerated was the word used.
Okay, if we did 61 divided by 12 million, that tells you what everybody got, and that's not even counting taxes.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
And that's another piece broken off right there with taxes too. So you're really not getting that much money. That's that. And to y'all's point, no, I've never heard that. That's the first time hearing that from me. So that's crazy.
Like I know more about the bombing that happened 100 years ago,
right,
than the one that happened just 5 years before I was born.
Because
so
they tried to cover up saying it wasn't a bombing. They said it was a fire at first.
Yeah.
But then they when they kept saying we want full documentation because that wasn't a fire. And then that's when they had to say that, yes, we approve that your neighborhood, your district get bombed. Yes, your district, your government officials approve for y'all to get bombed. So that shows you how much they really care. And
so
I was going to say that's 200,000 that everybody got to.
Right. So you said they moved them into new houses, and then they eventually had to move out those houses because of the carbon monoxide situation. How do you know how soon they had to move from there? Like, was it like right after they moved in? Because that's definitely some sort of conspiracy there, if that's the case.
It was a few years after. I have to look it up again, but it was like a few years after that they had to move out again because it was due to the way that they were built. Well, no, it was due to the way that they were built.
Okay.
Yeah.
That means
either way, it sounds like they did that on purpose.
It had to be. It got to be because you go through protocol for building. So
and say multiple houses. You know what I'm saying? Like if you had to do it for, they had to do it for at least 61 homes. I'm assuming. So at one, like if you have 61 houses that have to get moved out because of carbon monoxide, you know damn well what you're doing.
Yeah. Bro, that's like saying if 60 cars mess up, you're getting a recall.
Right.
You're getting a full recall, and you're getting, like, depending on how bad the recall is either getting repaired or, man, America's shady, bro. Like, the deeper you dig, like, the darker you get.
And it says it took 35 years. It took 35 years for the Philadelphia City Council to issue an official apology for the bombing. Even after that, more gruesome details are still coming out.
That's crazy.
That's from the Philadelphia Inquirer. So just so you guys know the source, you guys can go and look it up yourself. And there is a documentary, I believe I saw it on HBO, called 40 Years a Prisoner, if you want to find out more information. Like I said, I'm not painting them to be saints, but that does not excuse a government bombing. Just to get rid of one family, you ruin like countless other families,
a community.
Yeah, a whole community.
That's the perfect word, bro, because that's what it is. You destroyed a community, like 60 people.
No, that's 61 homes.
61 homes. So we don't even know how many people was in the home. We could say an average of 4 people. We'll just say an average of 4. No, that's insane,
man. That's crazy.
1985.
1985. Right. And then, 61 homes being faulty too. So what happened when the house was faulty? What happened to them? Did they had to just figure it out? Like, does it say?
It doesn't say. It doesn't. It just says that after after the construction flaws, it put residents at the risk of carbon monoxide leaks, and home values plummeted, and the area was never the same.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild, man. Man, RNS, we got sports. We'll talk about some music. We'll give you some history lessons too. Like,
we got it all for you.
Right. We got it all. We're gonna teach y'all stuff, man. That is wild, man.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Man, let's get it.
You're gonna learn today, damn it.
right. Pull the Kevin
Uncle Rick.
Out,
That's coming from Uncle Rick right there.
You're gonna learn today. Holla at me.
Let's get to the NBA, man. So first off, before we talk about the playoffs, and we've talked about it before, what's up with these refs, man? We know everything that's happened with the refs and how bad they've been this year, and giving people flagrant 1, flagrant 2s on nothing, kicking people out, just teeing people up for nothing. Jay Crowder, in the Suns Lakers game, the last series of the game, hit I guess you could call it a dagger. The game was over at that point, but he hit a three to really put the nail in the coffin, I guess, or put another nail in the coffin, I should say. Does a little salsa dance, gets ejected. Like, I don't know. Like, is it the refs? Is this a bigger issue? Like, what's going on?
Man, I wish I could put it into words. Like I remember back in the day, like there was a few like really bad ones. The one that comes to mind was when Tim Duncan was smiling on the bench and he got ejected. You know, there's been a few that stick out, but this year has been ridiculous, and some of them have almost like cost teams, like they're costing teams big stars. Like I think it says here March 2nd when Booker was tossed after 2 quick technical fouls against him against the Los Angeles Lakers on the road. Mitchell and Gobert have been fined. 25,000 for public criticism. Like I think there was one where Draymond Green earlier in the year was sent out early. Like there's just been so many this year, and I feel like it's been boiling for a while, and now I feel like it's a part of a bigger issue. I feel like these referees feel like they're above their own, above their own laws, like because these technical fouls are subjective.
Right. And
Go ahead.
You got it, Mel. You got it.
Okay. Now I was agreeing with everything what Rick just said. I agree 100%. I feel like the refs have gotten a little too soft. Like I understand trying to protect the game and keep the game going forward, but like some of these techie calls, they don't match. Sometimes it's a technical foul, and then some refs say, "Oh no, that's just playoffs." It's like we need uniformity. Like, what is a technical? What's a technical? What's gonna get you out? What's a flagrant? Like, I just need to know officially. And I feel like sometimes the refs get too lost in, and it's not about y'all. It's about the players. The players come to see you. So, or not to see y'all, but like people come to see the players and not the refs. Like nobody cares about the refs. Who walks around and say, "Oh, yo, I got ref jersey number 568." Nobody cares.
Nobody.
That's exactly what I was about to say. All the NBA refs, it is not about you. Like, it's not. Nobody is coming to see you play. Like, nobody's coming to see you ref.
Nobody.
Like, you know what
the
I'm saying?
Mama ain't.
Like,
the wife ain't.
Right.
Your kids don't like you.
Right. Your mom, right. Like your mom, your wife, everybody, they're trying to see Dame. Like, they're not trying to see you tee up Dame. Like it's not about you. Like it's frustrating because just to Rick's point, it's worse this year, and it's just little things. And like I remember there was one, I forget what game it was. A player walked away and didn't say a word and got attacked. Yeah. You gotta give people the natural reaction in the heat of the moment in a game. It's like they're not even doing that. They're coming in, they're new, they're trying to I don't know. I guess they're trying to establish themselves, and I don't get it. But the main thing here is, dude, it's not about you.
Man, I'm certainly glad they're not police.
Hey.
I'm certainly glad they're not out here policing.
Hey, I got a question. Gracious. I'm gonna leave that alone. I was gonna ask which one's worse, NFL refs or basketball refs, or NBA or NFL?
Yeah, NBA or NFL.
NBA refs right now, they're bordering the replacement refs from that one year.
Right.
Ooh, you brought that up. That
right.
Was
like
that was
I want to say I want to say NBA refs for that reason, because like I don't know, I feel like the reason why is because like NFL refs, they're not just kicking people out for showboating and things like that. It's like they might miss a call, and sometimes it's blatant calls. Right. But like that is part of the game. That right. Missing a call, missing a flag, a bad flag, like that comes with sports. Like that's how I feel. But you kicking somebody out of a game just because you feel for whatever reason that they disrespect you when they didn't do anything, no, that's pitiful. Like that's bad ref.
You look like a female in that moment. You're letting your emotions get to you, Mr. Ref, sir. That's I mean, bottom line, man, shouldn't no man make you feel that type of way? Because get him on the next call or something, man. But just to be ejecting players for seemingly no reason, for giving a natural reaction to a call that they feel is wrong.
My biggest thing is you never been to a pickup game. Like you never went to the gym and watched basketball. Like there's nothing on the line and people are spazzing out in that moment, frustrated. Like you playing, like it's a game.
It's natural. Like it's
gonna
competition.
Happen. Like we could all play against each other and we might snap at one moment, be like, dog, come on now, you know that's a foul. But it's still all love. It's just at the moment, like you said, it's heat of the moment.
Right. Like even on the podcast, we might say something, but like even during it, like it's still all love. You know what I'm saying? Like in competition and just sport, and like that's what sport is. Like emotions are gonna fly. It's like you can't.
Man, if you heard the conversations off camera for the podcast, you would think we don't like each other.
As a man, you gotta let these people just say what they need to say, get it off their chest, and keep it moving. In baseball, they be damn near kissing, yelling at each other. They so close to each other in the face, like for real. Like you ever seen them go at the ump? Like you be like, damn, bro. Like
you can't do that.
They be spitting.
Yeah.
You be seeing spit like hit each other's, like hit the ump's face and stuff like that. Like,
and then you notice the difference in those. You know what I'm saying? Is those umps look like the people that they're going against. In the NBA, don't look like that. You know
there's bad. Hey, to that point, there's bad umpires too.
Oh no, there's some
and they be tripping.
Calls.
But
I'm sure, but it don't look the same.
Hey,
like you walking away. You walking away. Rick, I ain't seen nothing like that on there.
Rick, after the show, when you got time, look at bad umpire for baseball.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
You're gonna see some really bad calls where you're gonna be like, you got kicked out for that? No, it makes sense.
Hey, I'll tell you what, the Bucks could have used them refs last night, because, bruh, how you lose by 50? How you lose by 50 in a playoff game? How you lose by 50 in a playoff game?
Hey, Aaron, I got perfect answer for you. Slim Reaper. That's the true unicorn. That's the truth. You got a 7-footer shooting guard. That's how.
But hey, they all as a team, they shot 50, 40, 90. As a front last night. As a team, they shot 50 from the field, 40 from 3, 90 from the free throw line. As a team, they shot that last night.
R.I.P. to
them,
boy.
I say all that to ask y'all if the Bucks still have a chance in this series.
No. Why we even ask that? That should have been a hell yeah, hell nah. Hell no.
And this ain't me wishing this, but barring injury to Kevin Durant, I still don't think he have a chance. I'll be honest. They just look horrible. Like Giannis don't look like he know what he doing.
Y'all gotta stop.
He's confused.
Y'all gotta stop believing in the Bucks, man. Y'all gotta stop believing in Mike Budenholzer. Y'all gotta stop believing in the Bucks in general.
I mean, 31 minutes played for my man Giannis. That team, they look like they don't know what they're doing. Chris Middleton doesn't look like he know what he's doing. Who else out there? Bobby Portis out there. He 17 minutes, 2 points. He just getting cardio at this point.
Basically, 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points and 2 rebounds. Like you just getting cardio.
So
Black treadmill.
You want to do suicides all day? Okay.
I mean, yeah. So I'm not even going to give a big analysis. They have no chance.
They have no chance.
Okay. What Rick said when he was like, "Yeah, if KD go out," because if he would have said, "Yeah, if Kyrie gets hurt," it's like they're still going to win.
Right. He said if KD went out, they still don't even got a chance.
I don't think they do.
Like, bro. And then out of nowhere, Blake Griffin said, "You know what? My legs are healthy. I can dunk on everybody."
They
might steal a game, but nah, they don't got a chance.
No.
Like Blake Griffin was out there. He looked like he rewinded the hands of time there for a quick second.
I bet you that's what Detroit does to you, huh?
All of a sudden, he catching bodies again.
Hey, jokes with it too, but wouldn't y'all be depressed leaving from LA to Detroit? No disrespect to Detroit. No disrespect.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I said it during the middle of the season, dog. Bro, I'd do the same thing if I was Blake. Here's another thing I didn't realize. I think he was in Detroit for like 5 or 6 years. Like time's kind of flown
Was it
by.
5 or 6 years?
He's been there for a minute, low key.
I thought it was like 3.
I thought it was.
He's been there for a minute, low key. I could be wrong.
It's been 5. Okay, because he did play.
I could be wrong, but he's been there for a minute. It just doesn't feel like it.
Aaron, how long did he play with D Rose? Because D Rose was only there for 1 year. Or was it 2?
Okay, so this was his 4th year.
Yo, okay, I'm gonna leave.
Would have been his 4th year.
This would have been his 4th year.
But yo, what year when he was with Detroit did he just stop dunking? I feel like when he got to Detroit, he just said,
it was the end of last season into going into this season.
But I try to tell you what's wrong with that ball.
Yeah, and I agreed. I agreed. I agreed, and I said I'd do the same thing too.
My fault. Someone disagreed with me. Might have been DJ. I know.
Wasn't me.
I'm not gonna speak on it because he ain't here, but I knew wasn't nothing wrong with that damn boy.
I'm gonna go. It was y'all because y'all be going at it.
if I'm in Detroit, like bro, like, and I'm Blake and I've already had injuries. No, I'm not wasting my dunks. Like I'm not. I'm camping on 3-point line too. But before we go on to another series, during that streak sounds a lot longer, but he missed time during those games during that streak too. So he didn't. It's not like he played all those games.
Yo, Aaron,
like
I understand that, but he caught a body on Giannis. Like
no,
he wasn't doing that.
No. I'm with you. I'm just saying that. But so Sixers won tonight.
Yes, 118 to 102.
So that's 1-1.
That's 1-1.
That's the series is 1-1.
I'm actually surprised the turnout on what the Hawks are doing. Maybe I need to stop sleeping on them.
They're a good offensive team. Like they're a really good offensive team. And nowadays, as far as the NBA goes, I'm not saying the Hawks are going to win this series, but just in general, you're going to take great offense over really good defense nowadays. So, and especially if you have a guy as dynamic as Trae Young, where if you get him in a screen and roll, it's virtually unstoppable just because he can get a basket from anywhere and the floor space because he has shooters around. So he'll pull up for a 3. He can get to the mid-range. He can get to the lane. So, and if you just pick and roll to death, it's hard to stop. And so like after like once I finally came to a realization against the Knicks, like I kind of thought about it and I was like, well, I mean, yeah, if you think about it, I could see this happening. But I missed the game tonight, so I wonder how they defended them and I wonder who they put on them. So I didn't see that game. But that being said, can the Hawks beat the Sixers in this series?
No. If the Six,
I got 2 quick ass no's in a row, didn't he? No.
All right, I'll give you my reason. What I'll be saying no. The biggest thing is if the Sixers play to their ability, they should win this game. Like if you're looking at the roster and everything they have, and if we're gonna say Embiid was an MVP candidate and Ben Simmons was a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year, then they should win this series. Like the Hawks are good, but in my eyes, I see the Hawks as like a young Suns team. Like they're building, they're developing, but they're like maybe a veteran away, like a legit veteran away. You know what I'm saying? I think
the Sixers are gonna win the series. But yeah, I definitely agree with you with everything you said.
Yeah, I agree with you, but for the reasons that you were talking about earlier, Aaron, I can definitely see the Sixers winning this series. I mean, one, Trae Young just spaces the floor so much. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, the Hawks. You're right. I can see the Hawks winning the series because, I mean, Trae Young, he spaces the floor so well. Like, if you're playing pick and pop with, John Collins has been setting back, hitting threes. You also got
Bogdanovich knocking down everything.
Man, you know what I mean? Kevin Huerter has been playing well. Like
Maryland boy.
They got a lot of offensive firepower, and even tonight they lost. But I mean, you got Danilo Gallinari who can still drop 20 any given night. He dropped 21 a night. Kevin Huerter 20, Trae Young 21, and Bogdanovich still put up 14. So I mean, like, I don't know. Like Embiid isn't. If Embiid's healthy and on the floor, he isn't the problem. He had a 40-point, 13 rebound game tonight. He's not the problem. At the end of the day, it's Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is going to make or break this team. He's gonna have to be aggressive. He's gonna have to score more. He has to be an offensive threat, because otherwise, I'm just gonna sit back and let you do your thing. I mean, he only had 4 points tonight. You know what I mean? They needed every last point from Joel Embiid. So and the game before that, it wasn't Embiid's fault. Embiid had 30,
he balled
39, 9, and 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like it ain't Embiid. You know what I mean? It's the second star on that team, and he need to figure it out.
Brick, I was just gonna say, we've been saying this about Ben Simmons since he got in the league, man. We've been saying that he needs to be more of an offensive weapon. He needs to be this. I don't think he's ever gonna do it.
No, you're right.
I don't ever think, because what year is this for him? I know he's still young. But technically, I just don't see that growth. I haven't seen that leap yet. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, we can keep going naming a whole bunch of young guys. Even Zion, like I see the leap. You know, Lonzo, I see the leap. Ben Simmons, I don't see no leap. I see the same guy.
Yeah, he has to at least just be willing to shoot a jump shot. Like just to keep them honest. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember Rondo when he was on the Celtics, couldn't shoot worth a lick, but he would still shoot.
He was still he would still occasionally shoot him.
Just to keep the defense honest, like, hey, I will shoot this. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't even do that.
Right. Like if you shoot him, just like in that case, like for Rondo would hit him. Like Rondo would occasionally hit one. You at least, if he hits one, you at least have to think about getting out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You could still keep him honest and not get out, but you still have to consider it now. And then if he makes another one, you then have to get out there.
And you might slip up and just close out on accident. You know what
right.
I mean? Just because you just seen him hit one.
Right. So so it's all that is definitely true. And he has to eventually just shoot him. Like, I don't know. I guess it's a mental thing for him, but I don't know. But
and just one more thing, man. Seth Curry looking like Steph Curry out there right now.
Yo,
he had 30 points to close, and then the last series, and then 21 points the first game, and 21 points this game.
Hey, we gotta put some respect on Steph's name, because his 3-point average was good this year.
Man,
was he number 2 or number 1?
He was number 1 for a while, I remember.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he was close to that. Was that 40, 50, 90 club? I think he was close to it.
Yeah, I do remember hearing about that. I do hearing like inklings about that. Well, put respect on his name. Like he's still, you're always gonna be low, bro, but you're doing something in the league. Like when people say your name, they don't say, oh, that's Steph's brother. Now they actually say your name.
Oh yeah, Steph. Yeah, I mean, Seth established, man. Like he's worked his ass off to get to where he's at. So shout out him.
Oh yeah, through the G League and everything.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see Maury's comments?
Maury?
No, was it Dan?
You are
Daryl Morey, the
yeah. I was like, Maury.
No, my not Maury Povich.
Yeah. That's all. I was like, what Maury got to say? Let me tune in real quick. Let me see some wild shit.
It's like, who I know on there?
You're right.
He got a $75,000 fine because Steph said, he said, hey, Seth's out here cooking, and he was like, come join him.
Yeah.
So the league fined him
but they said he was talking about come join him at the basketball game, like come out there and watch.
Yeah,
he got fined for it.
We knew what he meant.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Hey, before, not to switch topics, but did y'all see Pat Riley kind of say the same thing about LeBron? He was like, hey, LeBron, I'm not saying no, but I'll leave the key under the mat for you if that's what you need.
Yeah, I saw that. That's funny. I saw that. Let's get to the West, man. Y'all think the Suns got a chance to win it all? Or at least go to the finals? Actually, they have a chance. They're the 2 seed. Give me a percentage of a chance you think they got to go in the finals?
Can I give you the answer back after game one with the Clippers? If they face the Clippers, that will tell me.
Because what, next series?
No.
Next series, you try to wait 3 episodes?
No. Stay tuned.
Right.
Stay tuned for my answer.
Continue looking ass.
You worse than a Dragon Ball Z show, boy.
Hey, bro, you beat me too because I was about to say that. But I would say
find out next episode at the RNS podcast.
Will Jamel answer the question? I'm gonna say I'll give it 65%.
Okay.
It's just I got so much respect for Chris Paul, and I'm gonna love to see that playoff battle between Rondo and Chris Paul because they don't like each other at all.
I agree with that. For me, I'm gonna say 50-50. I'm going 50-50.
Nah, pick one, bro.
No, it's 50% chance. You asked what the percentage was. 50-50, baby.
Right on the middle.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, like I know how well they played. I think the Nuggets probably would have been the second seed had Jamal Murray been healthy. But I mean, to their credit, they did what they were supposed to do. They're the second seed. Devin Booker, he's emerging as a superstar. You got to start putting some respect on his name. And the person that doesn't get enough credit on that team, DeAndre Ayton, like defensively and offensively, is a very well-versed player. He's very skilled. And he doesn't get enough credit for the contribution he makes to that team. So I'm gonna go 50-50, man. I think they'll make it at least to the conference finals.
Yo, Aaron, before you go, I thought they already put respect on Devin Booker's name when he dropped that 60-point game. I thought that was when everybody should have woke up. But if it takes the playoffs, I understand. But if you're a basketball fan,
it takes the playoffs.
If you're a basketball fan, you should know Devin Booker's name.
There's a lot of great people that do stuff in the regular season and then they don't show up in the playoffs. So what it matter?
Yeah. And I feel the same way, Rick. I feel like 50-50 too. And especially with Ayton, because Ayton, he's just like, not just, but he is like, he doesn't look it and is very deceptive, but he is strong. Like he's strong as hell. So like he can give a lot of people fits and he's athletic. So I feel like if there's anybody in the West right now that's still there that can guard Jokic, I feel like it's Ayton, because most people, Jokic can kind of stretch out on the perimeter and you can't really do anything, but he's quick enough where he can get out on the perimeter and still defend. So, and even Jokic said after last game, like he credited DeAndre Ayton. He said he kind of gave me fits. So if there's anybody that can do it, it seems like it's him out the West. And that's what they're gonna have to do. Like, there's no stopping Jokic. Shout out to him. He just won MVP. There's no stopping an MVP, right? But you got to try to make it as hard as possible on him. And I feel like Ayton can do that. And with Jamal Murray not being there, I think the Suns will win this series. So who knows? Like, I think if the Clippers do make it that far, I don't want to just put the Clippers in there just because we know what the Clippers can do and did. But it's gonna be tough. And the West gonna be interesting. But all that being said, I'm gonna say 50-50, man. At first, I don't want to say I didn't want to give him credit, but it's just that course first. Like I always am hesitant on a team's first time in the playoffs.
Yes.
And so now I can't hesitate on them. Like they're for real. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. See. And they got a good chance. They got a 1-0 lead. So
I mean, CP gives them strong veteran leadership. Like
that's exactly what I was gonna say.
He's one of your best players on that team. You know what I'm saying? He's what, 16 or 16, 17 seasons in the league. So I mean, he's seen just about every situation but the finals.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he can help this young team tremendously. And it helps that he's at the point guard spot, which is like one of the most important spots when it comes to veteran leadership.
Right.
So
and I was going to piggyback on what you said, Rick. With Chris Paul, it just changes the like y'all said before, like not being there for the first time, you will automatically be like, nah, y'all gonna have some hiccups. But having your general, your floor general, as Chris Paul, and hearing so many coaches say, it's like having a coach on the court. That's why I said that Rondo and Chris Paul battle is going to, because you got two coaches on the court that's going to be constantly playing chess, trying to find out how can I get my guys in the best position for them to be the best version of themselves.
Right.
Facts.
We'll see, because Rondo's kind of like, at least in the Mavericks series, he was kind of out the rotation a little bit. So we'll see if that was a series thing, a matchup thing. But that is gonna get chippy if we get that, because like you said, like they don't like each other, like just they don't. In a good way. I feel like I do feel like there's a little bit outside of basketball, but like it is like a good competition or rivalry, not just like F him, you know. But that being said, Nuggets took the Blazers out. We know Terry Stotts got fired, so they probably got a clean house as far as their staff. Who knows what's gonna happen? What do you guys think is gonna happen with Dame? Do you think he's gonna leave, or do you think he's gonna stay?
You know what, man? I said this before. You know, for in any player in any league, you can come up with all the accolades. Like I think, what was it, last year? Damian Lillard had similar stats to Steph Curry this year. It was about the same amount of points, 30 points a game or whatever. They were around the same seed. I think Dame Lillard was the 6th seed and Steph Curry, he was fighting to be in the 8th seed. And had he made the playoffs, they would have made he probably would have been MVP. You know what I mean? Steph Curry would have been. Damian Lillard didn't even get a consideration. You know what I mean? And it just boils down to the point that he's in Portland. You know what I mean? They're middle of the pack, middle of the road. So if he wants to continue doing that, then he'll stay. But if not, I think things are going to get a little uncomfortable for the Blazers organization in the next couple years.
I'm with you with all that, and I'm all for player movement. But I don't know, just from the signs, I mean, I don't think he's got to leave. Not saying I think he should stay or saying he should leave. I think he's gonna stay. He came out and sort of said he wanted Jason Kidd to coach, so he obviously has wants say in the next coach. So it feels like signs are leading to he wants to stay here. I think there's gonna be some roster turnaround though. I think some other people might get traded or will get traded. But I don't know. At least as of right now, signs are looking like Dame's in it at least for another year. But I mean, in general, it seems like he's in it for the long haul. But like you said, if that's what he wants to do, hey, I'm all for it. There's a team in the East that was a 4 seed that has a really good defense around him and really needs a point guard and really needs an elite scorer. So, Dame, I mean,
shameless.
We can make it happen. We can make this. Look, Dame, talk to me. We can make this happen. We can make this happen if that's what you want to do. Like, if you want to leave, there's a very obvious place where you can go.
I won't lie, Dame Dollars in Madison Square Garden. As Stephen A. Smith says, that's box office. That's box office. And you know New York loves their guards.
Oh yeah,
you know they love their guards.
Look, man, I feel like New York loves scores. Forget guards, bro. If you could score, look how much they love Melo.
But you know, whenever you talk about New York, you know, a player coming out of New York, it's a point guard. You know what I mean? Whether it's Stephon Marbury, whether it's his little cousin Sebastian Telfair, like, you know what I'm saying, with Kenny Smith, Kemba Walker, like whenever you talk about New York basketball, you talking about a point guard. And Damian Lillard, you got one of the best point guards in the league right now.
Hey, Dame, you can come to the Miami Heat, fam. Like, I'm just saying. But you kind of be in the same scenario.
Miami would be tough too. I mean, I think with Miami he'd be straight. You got Bam, you got You got Jimmy Buckets, like they be all right.
How you? I mean, I'm not trying to go on a tangent here, but they'd have to give something to get. Like they'd have to get rid of a bunch of those people to get Dame. Like I'm not trying to go on this tangent, but financially, they would not be able to get Dame and keep all their pieces. I don't.
Oh no! You
remember
they said Tyler Hero he's way more important than James Harden. So that's a good trading piece.
Stupid.
Hey,
Stupid.
yeah, right.
Yo,
if they're not trading Tyler Hero, for James Harden, they're not trading Tyler Hero.
He's so nice. He got a rap song with Jake Holler. They couldn't let him go. James Harden to him.
Right.
That's an easy trade for him and Dan. That's an easy swap, bro. 1 for 1, right?
Tyler Hero for Dame, straight up. Ew, bro. If that happened, I would be sick. I'd be like, bro, he couldn't just trade Elfrid Payton for a Dame. Like,
we giving away like that? Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't trade a 2nd round pick for Dame. Like,
would you let RJ Barrett go if you got Dame dollars?
Let the Knicks fans. My bad.
No, that's what I'm asking Aaron.
Realistically, RJ. Well, it depends what the trade would be. RJ Barrett for Dame. I love RJ Barrett, but you have to do that. But it depends It depends on what the trade would be. It depends on the trade. Because
it would have to be at least 2 or 3 players and a couple picks.
Right. And it depends on who those players were. And RJ would definitely have to be in that conversation just because he's young and that's who he is. But RJ's gonna be really good. RJ's gonna be a really good player. So I would love to keep RJ and somehow get Dame, but it all depends on what the trade would be for me.
That makes sense.
I wouldn't care.
Makes sense.
I would not care. It's Dame dollar. Let's go.
Yeah.
You got swept by the Bucks.
We didn't get to
talk about the Clippers.
I'm talking about my team, Miami Heat.
The Heat. I was like, wait, hold on here.
Did we talk about the Clippers? Am I tripping?
We haven't talked about the Clippers yet.
Okay.
They're playing right now.
They are.
What's the score? Do you have a score update?
Yeah, I think it was 57-46 going into the third quarter.
Who's
Clips.
Okay.
And Conley ain't playing. So
Conley's not playing, and that's us. He's another person who kind of has some timely, unfortunate injuries.
He definitely
untimely injuries, I should say. But
I'm sorry, 60-47 at halftime. That's the score officially now. So
okay.
I'll tell you right now, if Michael Conley ain't playing this series, they ain't got a snowball's chance in hell.
Right. If Mike Conley's not there, they don't have a chance. I don't see it.
And Donovan Mitchell, he's still not 100%. I don't care what he's been doing.
Real quick before we get to hell yeah, hell nah. Predictions on this series.
Which series?
Clippers Jazz.
Jazz.
I'm going with Clippers.
You have a how many games or I'm gonna say Clippers in 6. I'm gonna say Clippers in 6.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be 4-1.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
No, you.
You go ahead. Or you go.
Clips is 6.
Same thing, Aaron.
Nah, you get me. Like, no, you go ahead.
Yeah. Nah, Clips is 6.
But nah, I think it's about time for the Jazz. You know what I'm saying? Like it's what they. I mean. No disrespect.
There's all disrespect with us. With the
Jazz. Say what you gotta say.
It's what they do, man. Like it's like they'll get here. Well, they haven't even really got here, but like I don't know. I feel like this is time where talent's gonna win in this series, and I feel like Kawhi and PG have that over them, but we'll see. Gobert could make things interesting, I guess. Donovan Mitchell's going to do what Donovan Mitchell does. They need Conley. Like, when it comes down to it, Conley has to be back on the court.
Well, you don't like the new age Atlanta Hawks from back in the
day? Hey, there's the Milwaukee Bucks are that. I guess you could put the Jazz in that conversation too. So, yeah, I mean.
Man, the Bucks are just
I'll believe it when I see
disappointing.
it. I'll believe it when I see it for the Jazz. But could be wrong. Been wrong before.
Could be
But,
right.
right.
So what?
I was like, could be right. You could be right.
Could be right.
Nice.
Could be right. I think I'm gonna be right, but I could be wrong.
No, you're going to be right.
But
I don't care about the slander. I don't care. Jazz
Right.
is trash.
Hey, nah, I'm all for the slander. But let's go. Hell yeah, hell nah, man. So first one, Rick, was the Logan Paul Mayweather fight exciting?
You know what, man? To this oddball generation that we have, I think it was. I can't say it was exciting for me, but in general, I'm gonna say hell yeah. I mean, Floyd Mayweather made $100 million for an exhibition fight. So to a certain to a group of people, hell yeah, this was very exciting. They wanted to see the YouTube star and Logan Paul versus Money May, and they showed out and made a good amount of money. So yeah, shout out to them. Laughing to the bank.
Right. I was about to bag secured.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm not mad at shout out to Logan Paul for being brave enough to step in that ring. Not many could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bag secured 20 M's.
Yeah.
I'll hop in that ring for 20 M's. I don't care.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make them memes of me laying on the ground like Nate Robinson.
I know y'all have a little boxing training, but would y'all get in the ring, get y'all ass whooped for 20 million? Because I'm doing it.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. Like I haven't boxed a day. I haven't boxed a day in my life, but I'm ready to get my ass whooped for 20 million. Like,
dog.
I'll swing on myself first if I have to. Like, I'm getting that money. Like,
I'm gonna tell you right now that the stamina that shit takes, like you know, we all play like basketball, football, and all that good stuff. There is nothing like the stamina that is needed for boxing. Like it is ridiculous.
Oh, bro, like one round feels like you played like 5 to 6 games full court, bro. Like my first time like actually trying to learn how to spar, like I died. Gassed out.
your legs can go real quick.
Your legs go, and bro, when your legs go, your punching power goes.
I'd probably be tired first 30 seconds, so it'll be easier knockout. Just get it over with, get right back up, get that 20 M's, and I am good.
I wouldn't even be mad at you. You owed $1.
Next one, Mel. So over the weekend, Sunday, Julio trade is all but confirmed. So looks like Julio's going to the Titans now. AJ Brown, Julio Jones, Derrick Henry, a solid defense. Are the Titans Super Bowl contenders?
Hell no.
Mel ain't say yes once yet. I like it.
The reason I say that is because y'all not stopping the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't care that y'all got Julio. Nice. But the one thing about Julio, as nice as a receiver is, Hall of Fame candidate, but for some reason he's allergic to the end zone. So you could say, oh, he's the next Randy Moss. No, Randy Moss used to get in the end zone. Sorry.
A lot.
So no, they're not going to be no Super Bowl contenders. They will be in the playoffs. Don't get me wrong. But if you're saying get into the Super Bowl, no. Divisional round or the AFC Championship, I can see that. But beating the Kansas City, no. I don't see you beating Pat Mahomes. And they got an offensive line now.
Right. And to your point about the Chiefs, like what they can do in the playoffs, since they have a good defense, they can control the time of possession with Derrick Henry and everything. But they play the Chiefs don't need time of possession. You know what I'm saying? So like
just scoring a play.
You know what I'm saying? Just run 2 plays. Seconds. Like we might score. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Hey, like I'll go on to the next one, but we literally saw Patrick Mahomes horizontal to the ground.
That's what I was about to say.
And threw that joint, we could say about 40 yards, and hit the wide receiver in the face mask,
bro.
Face mask. Not in the arm, not somewhere wild to hit. If he would have called it touchdown. Are you serious?
There was so many drop passes in that game. Like for anyone to say that Patrick Mahomes didn't play well, that's beyond me. And I don't want to go on a tangent. So.
I agree.
But
Oh,
hell
you
no.
want me to ask this for you, bro?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if y'all wanna.
Hey, I got you. I'll do the honors, man. So, Aaron, will Coach K go down as the greatest coach ever after retiring this next season?
I want to use a different word than hell for this, but for college, sure. Coach in general, hell nah. He'll be up there. He'll be up there. He'll be one of the top. But like college, I feel like he will. He'll be known as the greatest college coach. Like off rip, I feel like that's the first one you kind of think of when you look at coaches, anyways. And as far as college, so like he's kind of always had that like Coach K like moniker and stigma around him. So like no matter what, people are always gonna look at him first. But yeah, I mean, he's won however many titles he had. So it'll be him or like, I mean, really, you look at like John Wooden or something like that. But in like modern times and like modern college basketball, as much as it hurts me to say, I guess, hell yeah. But overall, greatest coach, hell nah.
I really think Greg Popovich is probably one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Yeah, he is.
He's up there.
You can make. I mean, I don't think he's the greatest, but you can make the argument that he's the greatest coach ever.
All right, quick question. I know this is way off topic, but who do y'all think is the greatest coach all time in y'all opinion? Me personally, while y'all think about it, Bill Belichick.
So okay.
I'm saying what we said all time, so I'm thinking
sports,
no matter
okay.
what sport, like we said greatest coach ever. So if we're saying greatest coach ever, I say Bill Belichick with the salary cap era, plus with the so many players you got to go with, and the main consistent thing was you and Tom Brady.
I was watching a flag football coach for 7-year-olds coach, and he's doing like detailed plays, and I was like, God, how are they grasping all this? So all that to say, man, NFL is definitely tough. With so I'm sure you know what I'm saying. I'm sure Bill Belichick, all the different moving parts. I mean, you got 11 players on the field at the same time, like on defense or on offense. So I can see Bill Belichick. I'm gonna go Phil Jackson though.
Rick didn't
just because he got 11
high school coach. He picked a middle school. Oh no, elementary flag.
That's what I'm saying. I thought Rick was about to pick that guy.
Bro, no. Because I was watching. You don't understand? Like I was watching him, and he was like doing like legitimate plays with these little like. It was like 6. There was 6-year-olds. Like because my little nephew like 6 or just turned 7.
Bro, if he could play Fortnite,
Rick's waiting for the 30 for 30 on this coach.
Yeah, I'm like 30 for 30 flag football coach.
Yeah, he's why gonna tell right? And it was just like I just watched them all move in unison. I was like, damn, like this dude, like this is wild for me, like because it's 7. Like I don't know.
Hey, last chance you. We got a new season for y'all.
flag football you.
I feel like Belichick. You could put Belichick in there. You could put Phil Jackson in there, and like John Wooden. I feel like for me, I feel like that would be the ones that I put.
How many championships did Wooden have? I can't remember.
I think 11 or 12 in a row.
Oh shit! Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah,
something like that.
Wow. That's different.
It's something like that.
Okay.
10-time NCAA champion.
I think it's not. I think it might be 10. It might be 10 in a row or like 9 in a row, something like that.
64, 65, then 67 to 73.
Okay.
And then 75.
Okay, so there was like 2 years he missed basically.
Yeah.
So he got 10 in a 12. So he got 10 in a 12-year span.
I mean, to his credit, he had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Bill Walton like for 8 years. So
yeah. Why do you get that talent? Because you're a good coach.
That's fair.
So
that's crazy. But even if you got the great talent, like Kentucky is a perfect example. They always have great talent, and they can't pull out the win.
Well, they also only got one and dones.
Yeah. I was about to say. Before we move to the last one, John Wooden. Not saying that Cal doesn't do this, but John Wooden, his thing was to make you a better basketball player, be fundamentally sound, and really kind of teaching you to be a man as well. Not saying that Coach Cal doesn't do that, but Coach Cal's I can't say Coach Cal. Kentucky in general, you go there to go to the NBA. You're trying to become a better NBA prospect.
Yeah.
Wooden's teaching you life, how to prepare everything. Everything for him was order. Making sure people tied their shoes correct. Like there's like little things that John Wooden did just in order, just to kind of teach you how to be a better man and just learn routines and things like that. So different.
So he was turning high schoolers instead of being college athletes. He was like, nah, I'm gonna make y'all become men and y'all playing against little boys because y'all mindset is number men. So technically, yeah, his process was right.
Right. So last one. Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler get a divorce. Once half of the assets. Do you have a problem with that?
Holla, we want prenup. Yeah. I'm gonna say hell no, I ain't got a problem with it, man.
Just to confirm, Kristen Cavallari. They both had the TV show. Jay Cutler was kind of wanted Kristen, like Kristen was kind of unemployed for a while. Jay Cutler, but while they were married still, he was really wanting to get a job. I feel like this is the tail end of Jay Cutler's career where he's not really too employed at that point, and then now he's unemployed. Kristen got the job. They get a divorce. It seems like it's mutual, but now Jay wants half for more context.
Yeah. I'm gonna say hell no, man. This is 2021, and women have been screaming they want equal everything. So take this equal divorce settlement. Give Jay Cutler half of what he believes that he is worth, because this is 2021 where we should not have any type of gender roles according to 2021.
This man preaching over here. This man spitting. And I'm gonna finally give him my yes. I'm gonna say I agree with him. Hell nah, he ain't wrong for it. I feel like what Jay Cutler is doing, he told her to get a job she didn't want to. Then she finally got one. And Jay Cutler's like, hey, we're finally officially divorced. I want half. And that's 15 M's she made off of that. And he was technically unemployed, so no salary. So
he became accustomed to a
accustomed
lifestyle.
to a lifestyle, yes. And he was what is it? He was a stay-at-home dad. He was providing everything else.
Yeah.
It's hard to be a stay-at-home parent.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's tough. Hey, all I'm gonna say is hell nah. I said it before. Jay, secure the bag. Secure the bag. Bag secured. Secure the bag. Do what you got to do to secure the bag.
Hey, before we move on, is this like the most Jay Cutler thing that you've heard of? Like,
it's Jay Cutler as hell. Like
100%.
Like Jay Cutler. Yeah.
Like when you say, man, that guy, you're talking about Jay Cutler.
Yeah. You're talking about Jay Cutler.
Hey, Jay Cutler is a Hall of Famer in his own game. In his own game.
Hey, if he secures his bag, I'll put him as a first ballot. But
first ballot in what?
Securing the bag. Let's go.
He always make sure he got that bag.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let's go with this top 5, man. So when this episode drops, when episode 23 drops, it'll be the 9th. It'll be June 9th. So what we're doing, top 5 athletes to wear the number 9. So Rick is first, Mel second, I'm third. I have 2 picks in a row when it gets to my turn. If we're ready, Rick, you are on the clock.
All right. So because I don't think anyone better has worn this number, I'm gonna go Drew Brees.
Damn you. I'm gonna be a homer. Tony Romo.
Tony Romo, my bad.
Oh, the true Deadskins finally talked. That's what I was waiting for.
I love Tony Romo. He was like my favorite player on the Dallas Cowboys when we played the Redskins.
Mine was around that era, Marion the Barbarian.
Yeah, because he always threw an interception towards the end of the game.
It was coming from a Deadskins to say something disrespectful. Get a
Yeah,
Am I
quarterback.
wrong? Am I wrong?
Y'all killed RG3 career, so whatever.
We did.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have this pick later. I feel like I'm gonna go Rondo and I'm gonna go Tony Parker.
Ooh,
I thought Rondo was gonna stay a little bit later.
I did too.
And
And you got Tony Parker. I
Yeah,
thought
he
he was
took
going to be
both.
last a little longer too.
I thought Tony Parker was gonna go sooner.
It's a strategy. Honestly. It's strategy. I'm hoping my strategy works. But Mel's your pick.
Steve McNair.
Okay.
Damn it.
Aaron McNair. Rick, you got 2.
Dog, you're a dickhead for picking him.
Don't get mad, Rick. Just be like the Deadskins.
So I'm going to go with.
Hold on. That's actually offensive. So my bad on saying that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the team. All the Redskins are dead.
Yeah.
Good job.
The dead team. The dead
Football
team.
Yeah.
The dead team.
Since all the Redskins are probably dead now. Good job. Anyway, I'm going to go with Danny Ainge.
Happy trails.
And I'm going to go with. It's a little tougher now because you guys took all the guys that I wanted. What was that Bama's name? You know what? I'm gonna take Aaron's guy, RJ Barrett.
Okay.
Wow. Oh, greatest number 9s.
RJ.
I'm gonna take RJ.
Wow. Believe that, Mel.
Many.
Okay. Hold on, is this real? Nah, that can't be. Give me 2.5. I just want to make sure my pick is official. All right. And it looks like it is. Cristiano Ronaldo, number 9.
Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a good one.
Wait, Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. Sorry,
okay.
My bad.
All right.
That's me being American.
He was number 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I did not know that.
I'm going Brazilian Ronaldo.
Oh.
The actual Ronaldo.
Hold on. Okay. Nah, he's from Portugal. Never mind. Okay,
yeah. No, Cristiano Ronaldo is from Portugal. Ronaldo is from Brazil, and he was number 9. I'm going him. Then I'm going Ted Williams, who was way back on the Red Sox back in the day.
Yeah,
one of the greatest hitters of all time.
I've seen him.
Outfielder and
had half of his career. He was in the Army, so he played in like half of the games he could have played in, but he's one of the greatest hitters of all time.
Kind of like Roger Staubach.
Nah, way before that.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like in that same category of doing military term and then finally going to the pros.
Yeah. He Ted Williams had like his half of his like cut short. Like he did it in like the middle of his career. But yeah.
I didn't even see these 2 guys. Oh yeah, I'm definitely taking both of them.
Mel, your pick.
Oh, I was wrong on my pick on the last pick. It was number 7. My bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Make 2 picks then.
Okay. Matthew Stafford.
I think you may have saw what I saw. I think you saw Ronaldo, maybe.
Yeah.
Brazil Ronaldo.
Yeah.
But
and then I'm gonna just go with Joe Burrow.
Okay.
All right. So I'm about to take it back real quick. Because these 2 guys are here. Is it me?
You don't sound confident at all when you said that.
Oh, because I'm not confident if it's me.
Oh.
Is it me?
Is it Rick?
Yeah.
I did 2 picks.
Yeah, Rick, it's your pick.
Is it just 1 or 2?
You got 2.
Joe DiMaggio and Reggie Jackson.
Okay.
2
Yanks.
Baseball players. Yeah, 2 great Yankee baseball players. 563 home runs from Reggie Jackson.
Mr. October.
Yeah, that'd be him. 9 World Series championships from Mr. DiMaggio.
Mel, your pick.
I really don't have that right now. I'm looking, bro.
There's some decent ones, especially in the NBA. There's a few good quarterbacks, I'll say that. But there's some solid NBA players.
Yeah, I see it once. I see a couple. Yeah, you're right. There's a couple of NBA.
I'm lost for words right now, bro. I don't skip me. I lost that pick. I say lost the pick.
Are you want to lose the pick?
Yeah, I lose the pick.
Lost the pick.
I'm taking too long.
Just make a pick, man.
Make a pick.
That's the thing. Like, I don't know. That's why I said just skip. I lost a pick. I'll take that L.
All right. If you take it
there's a quarterback from USC.
Yeah.
Nah,
there's something.
Go ahead. Just go ahead.
All right.
Just go ahead.
All right. I'm not gonna take that person, Rick, but he was on my little mini list.
Oh, you get him, man. I wasn't gonna pick him.
No, I'm not. Well, you can't pick him. You already picked 5.
Oh, okay.
This is the last round.
I didn't realize I already picked. My bad.
But I'm gonna go Nick Van Exel.
That's tough. That's a tough one.
Yeah, so take it back a little bit.
If I could, I would have. If I could have went back, it was Carson Palmer.
It was Carson Palmer, Mel. We were trying to say.
Yeah, but I wasn't the biggest fan of Carson Palmer. That's why I said go ahead.
I mean, it's better than a skip.
Yeah, and I was gonna pick. I wish I could go back and erase R.J. Barrett. I'd have got Bob Pettit.
Yeah, I mean, I would say there's a bunch of old guys. There's Bob Pettit. Some recent ones. Rashard Lewis.
Yeah.
Dan Marley, Iggy, Serge Ibaka, Tony Allen, Vucevic.
I was gonna
I had Miguel Tejada, who's on the Orioles.
I saw that.
I saw Iguodala, but I didn't know if that counted or not.
No, he was on the
number
Nuggets.
9.
Number on the Nuggets and the Sixers. Okay. I think he was number 9 too.
I wasn't 100% sure, so I was just like
Sonny Jurgensen was one.
Yeah, go get that Jurgensen.
But yeah, man. So appreciate y'all for the votes, man. Like always, make sure you guys are subscribing to the Really Nothing Special podcast. Follow the RNS podcast on Twitter, rns.podcast on Instagram, Really Nothing Special podcast on Facebook, Really Nothing Special podcast on YouTube, Really Nothing Special podcast on Spotify and Apple Music, man. Appreciate y'all for real. Episode 23, like we always say, got way much more in store. You just gotta keep waiting. Garbage time really quick. Shout out Jokic for winning MVP. We'll see what happens. I know we talked a lot about the Suns, but hey, they got the MVP. You know what I'm saying? And this is what MVP is supposed to do. And I'm not saying he shouldn't win the MVP if they don't win the series, but he's the MVP. You can never count out the MVP.
I will. I will. If it's garbage time, I'm gonna count the MVP out. Great player. Don't get me wrong, but if we're gonna say a team and a unit, sorry.
I hear y'all, man. But stay tuned for next episode, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.